is about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and here he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skill by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullet is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix!
Iguodala running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too, with the Netherlands.
Amusan makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden Barrett and an early touch and an excellent.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Hello, viewers out there. You're welcome once again to Sports Orbit, reaching you from Leadership TV. My name is Afa Acho, and I have Cosmos here with me. Cosmos, welcome to the show once again.
And thank you very much, Alpha. It's a pleasure being here as always.
Yeah.
I really appreciate the opportunity to speak about sports here, and it's always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
And it's great having you. Of course, on today's episode of Sports Orbit, we have so much in store for you. Of course, the Commonwealth, Day 8, where it's upon us in the Commonwealth, of course, and the English Premier League resumes today, this night. All of that we'll give to you in the course of this program. But first, we'll start from the Commonwealth, where just this afternoon, Toby Amusan, her hope of making it another world record at the Commonwealth was not successful after she ran 12.40 seconds to win her semi-final heat in the 100 meters hurdles at the Alexander Stadium in Birmingham today. The Nigerian had tipped to break the 16-year-old 12.65 second Games record set by Jamaica's Bridget Foster Hamilton in Melbourne after running a new 12.12 seconds world record to win the title last month in Oregon, United States. Amusan will have another chance at having a go at the record in the final, where she will be eyeing history as the second woman to successfully defend a Commonwealth Games 100 meters title after Australian Sally Pearson did in 2014. The Nigerian will face similar foes on Saturday's final, including the Jamaican duo of Daniel Williams and Megan Tapper, who edged Amusan to the bronze medal at the 2019 World Championship and the Tokyo Olympics, respectively. So, Cosmos for Toby Amusan, she made it to the final, but we're hoping that in the semi-final she will break, that record that was set before in the Commonwealth. I know expectations have been high, especially being that she's now a world champion. Broke the world record at the World Athletic Championship just late last month, and of course, a lot of Nigerians were hoping for her to, break that Commonwealth record. But notwithstanding, she's in the final. Whether she breaks the record or not, I'm sure she will end up with, a medal at the end of the day.
Absolutely, just like you said, she has caught the eye and expectation of many Nigerians from what she did in Oregon, United States of America last week, or last 2 weeks, especially. The facts now is that the main thing, just like you said, is that she's in the final. The most important thing now is just to bag the medal. Most importantly, bag the gold medal. Keep doing what you're doing. That's just what the law should be for her. That's what she just has to just pushing herself. Her coaches needs to be telling her, just keep doing what you're doing. She knows what she's doing. She's all about her sport, and she's an expert in it, I would say. So I hope for the best for her coming to the finals, and I hope that she'll come with the medal and hopefully a gold one.
All right, away from Toby Amusan, but still on the Commonwealth, where Nigerian trio of Dubem Amene, Sikiru Adeyemi, and Samson Nathaniel will be seeking to break Team Nigeria's 28-year-old jinx by qualifying for the final of the men's 400 meters when the event gets underway later this evening in Birmingham. No Nigerian man has qualified for the final event since 1994, when Sunday Ibadan ran 45.45 seconds to win the bronze medal. The trio of Amene, Adeyemi, and Nathaniel will now be hoping to write history either collectively or individually when they take to the Alexander Stadium today. That race will be coming up in a few hours from now. Nathaniel, the only other Nigerian after Amene to have dipped inside 46 seconds this season, will run from lane 3 in the third and final semi-final heat and will challenge pre-game's favorite homeboy Matthew Hudson Smith for one of the 2 automatic tickets on offer for Saturday's final. I mean, for Nigeria, it's been how should I call it, an unfruitful chase for getting into the 400 meters final, and this is 28 years old, and we are hoping that I mean, Secure and either Adeyemi or Nathaniel will eventually make it to the final, because since Sunday Bada did that in 1994, no Nigerian has been able to make it to the final of the 400 meters, be it either at the Commonwealth or at the World Athletics Championship.
Well, records are there to be broken. We can break records. We saw what Amusan did some weeks ago in Oregon. She broke the record, and now we hope that our boys can do the same thing here in Birmingham. And fingers crossed on that, because anything is possible. Anything is possible. Since being as you said, the last man to do it was some years back. Now
28 years.
28 years after. These guys can do it. The likes of Dubem Amenes, Kiro Adeyemi, and Samson Nathaniel, very wonderful athletes. They know what they are all about, and I hopefully, fingers crossed, like I said, fingers crossed, they'll get into the finals and hopefully bag a medal for us.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree, man. It's been quite a long time coming. 28 years is quite a very long time not to,
2 decades.
exactly, not just winning medal, but even making it to the final in the first place. All right, still on the Commonwealth, of course. Yesterday, Nigeria actually won another gold medal, this time around in women's para discus. And while she not just that she won the gold, but she actually set a new world record. That's in no other person but goodness, Chiemere Mwachuku set a new world record and broke it with 2 massive throws. She threw 34.84 to set a new world record and broke her own record. She achieved on March 20th, 2022 in South Africa when she threw 33.35 in her third row. She threw 36.56 meters to set a new world record. So for Team Nigeria, so far it's been looking like this is going to be, an improvement from the last Commonwealth Games, because another gold medal. So far, 10 medals overall for Team Nigeria.
The most important thing now is that we are bringing the medals. We are seeing fruits, and I'm happy that the Ministry of Sports, they are rewarding our athletes for their good deeds. So this will be an encouragement for those who are yet to perform, who are yet to display their own. They're yet to compete in their own their different competitions here. So I feel like this will be a big boost where you see even this one is a Paralympic gold, a para gold. So it's just beautiful to see Nigerians do these things abroad, and it will be an encouragement to those who wish to compete in the upcoming Commonwealth Olympics to put in their work, put in efforts to prepare, and hopefully, and Nigerians can be ranking top when we talk about Africa, athletics in Africa.
Yeah, and so far of all the medals won, and most of the medals have been clinched by the women. What are the men doing?
So I would love to talk about that, because our women are doing us proud. Just women, and people. Someone was asking, where are the men? Are the men not doing all these competitions again? It's just football. Well, the issue is that women, what they say, as they say in always goes, what a man can do, a woman can do better. Is typical, is clear. So we're happy to see our women do these things, because in the past we look for them and will not see them. We just see the likes of Chioma Ajunwa and the likes, just very few of them we see in the spotlight. But now we see our women coming up doing great things. Some weeks back at the AFCAF, we saw Asisat Oshoala bag CAF best player of the year. Beautiful things to see our women do, and it's so lovely to see. And I just hope that they continue doing it, so that we'll continue representing Nigeria at the world stage. Beautiful things to see, man.
Of course, still talking about women, another world record was broken by Team Nigeria in the women's heavyweight powerlifting. That was by Folashade Oluwafemiayo. We called her Goodness Nwachukwu had earlier broken 2 world records in the women's discus to cling to gold. Oluwafemiayo lifted a series of 130 kg, 150 kg, and 55 kg to score a cumulative 123.4 points to win yet another gold medal for Team Nigeria. For Bose Omolayo, she finished second behind Oluwafemi after lifting 145 kg and scored 105.2 points. Team Nigeria now has 4 gold, 2 silver, 5 bronze medals, and now move up to 9th position in the medal standing. Like we said before this one, the women, now again, another woman not just winning the gold medal, but also breaking a world record. And a woman also came second in that, so it's gold and silver for Team Nigeria in weightlifting.
I keep emphasizing this fact that the level we are now talking about athletic competitions and world Olympics, Commonwealth, you could see a very big change for Nigerians here.
Yeah.
So, and I'm feeling like it's a dawn of a new era for us. And I just hope we continue building from here. And I hope this will serve as a signal to the government, those stakeholders in charge, to go and bring in more athletes in different competitions, and so that we could fill these positions and we could bag titles and medals from these positions. And when we do this, we gain world recognition, and it's beautiful to see. And well, big ups to our ladies there, big ups to them for bagging these medals. It's not easy. They put in the work, considering their conditions, and they did not see it as a deterrence for them not to go ahead to something that will stop them from achieving their goal. They achieved it, and it's beautiful to see. Honestly, beautiful, amazing.
Yeah, so Nigeria, so yesterday Nigeria were 10th on the rankings, but now moved up to 9th. Do you see Team Nigeria still winning more medals? People are still expecting medals to come in from
absolutely
Toby Amusan, Esebrume, and the likes of them.
Yeah, so we expect Nigeria to do more. Currently, I think we have climbed to 8 from what I'm seeing now. So we expect Nigerians to do more. We see South Africa, the only African country ahead of us there. We expect to meet them as the giant of Africa that we are. We expect to do more in different competitions, and we expect medals from Toby Amusan and Esebrume, as you said, and our boys who are currently on the pool to qualify for the finals for the 400 meters hurdles race. So yeah.
All right, a quick look at the medals table. Australia still leading with 133 medals in total. That's 50 gold. While England, the hosts, are still in second position with 43 gold, 44 silver, 33 bronze, 120 medals in total. While Canada still at the 3rd position. I think they just knocked out New Zealand from that position. New Zealand, as of yesterday, were in 10th. Canada have moved up there. Scotland have dropped. Scotland were in 4th yesterday, but they are now in 5th place. Yesterday, South Africa also were in 5th position, but have now dropped down to the 6th position. India 7. Okay, Nigeria is actually in the 8th position as we speak right now with 13 medals overall. So that puts Nigeria firmly in the top 10. Aside Nigeria, then South Africa, the other country in the top 10. In the top 20 overall is only Uganda who makes it there. Now, looking at South Africa, do you think Nigeria will eventually overtake South Africa?
I mean, there's nothing impossible. There's nothing impossible in our world today. We see people breaking records, like I said. But then, if we can put in our work, if our athletes can do their best, if they can capitalize on the years and months of training and come out and display what they've been practicing, the efforts they've been putting in, I feel like we can do more. We can do more and even climb them in the standings for the medals there. So just not much difference, just 9 medal difference. So we can absolutely we can. I don't think anything is impossible.
All right, we'll go for a short break. When we come back, we'll still talk about the medals table a bit because some surprises, teams like Jamaica, who in the past have ruled the Commonwealth, are not in the top 10. But we'll talk about that when we come back from this break. Don't go nowhere.
sponsorship, and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Welcome back from that break. We were talking about medal table before we went for that break. Now, looking at a country like India, I think this will be, apart from when they hosted the Commonwealth, they seem to be doing extremely well in this Commonwealth so far with 6 golds, 7 silver, 7 bronze, total of 20 medals. Then for Jamaica, usually when it comes to things like the Commonwealth, the Olympics, they've always done well, but looks like Jamaica are finding it hard to really get their groove this time around. And they are in 11th position with just 2 gold so far, 2 silver, and 2 bronze. So, I mean, Nigeria has, even outperformed Jamaica as it stands currently.
As the saying goes, the mighty will always fall. Mighty will always fall. It's surprising to see Jamaica in the position they are, following from history, and the likes of Usain Bolt and others that have been doing spectacularly well for the Jamaican nation. I would say that it's not yet over until it's over. There are still competitions. There are still medals to be won. Hopefully, they can improve on what they've done and even do better than what they are doing now. And like I said, it's just that probably they are not getting their feet right in the competition, and maybe the preparations, they are not what they expected to see. They saw something different. So, well, the competition is not yet over, and hopefully by the end of the competition, we'll see where they stand in the NBA.
Yeah, then for Uganda, the other African country in the top 20 with 2 goals so far, just 2 goals so far, and in 13th position, while Northern Ireland, who, are just, around there, you'll expect that they will be using, some form of home advantage to do well, but as it stands, it's not really going in their way at all with just 1 gold, 4 silver, and 3 bronze as it stands.
I'd like to chip in something here at this point. Seeing Nigeria in this position that we are, it shows you that we as a country, we can do and undo. We can do a lot. There's a lot we can do when it comes to sports, in every other aspect of our being as a country, especially sports. When we talk about sports, we saw last month our ladies at the WAFCON, the Women African Cup of Nations. Sorry, I'm bringing this in. I just want to make an example. I'm testing an example. We saw what they did. Although they were not able to make their trophies 10 because they were in 9, they were not able to make it 10. But they played so well. They brought joy to us. When Nigeria does this kind of things, it brings joy to the hearts of Nigerians here that we are Nigerians over there that are doing wonderfully well. When Toby Amusan broke the record some weeks back, we were happy, we were glad for her. We were saying, wow, this is beautiful to see. And it's just lovely to see Nigeria in that position that we are. And I know that as the day goes by, we'll get more trophies, more medals rather, and we'll even climb the table because the table is still shaping.
Exactly. I really think so. I think so because in the last Commonwealth we didn't have as many of this medal. So I think there's an improvement, and with some few competitions still to partake in. I think Nigeria have the opportunity of moving higher up the medals table. Still on the Commonwealth, well as a result of the performances they put in so far, the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport has splashed a total sum of $25,000 on athletes who have done the nation proud so far at the competition. The ministry, led by Chief of Staff to the Minister of Youth and Sports, Abayola, made the donation at a ceremony held at the Hilton Garden in Birmingham. Yola made the donation at the all gold medal winners received $5,000, while their coaches were also given $3,000 each. For the silver medalists, they received $3,000 for their effort, while for the bronze medal winners, they all got $2,000 for their effort. Other athletes who won medals in their various events yesterday are expected to be rewarded soon. I think this is a nice one coming from the Ministry of Sport, as against other in previous times where you wait for the competition to finish, they come back to Nigeria and they start. Sometimes the monies are not even paid on time, but this time, while the competition is still on, they are already getting their rewards. I mean, I think this will have a way of spurring up the other ones who are yet to win any medals to even go all the way and do better.
Absolute big boost. The absolute big boost. I'm
Yeah.
really happy for this because, as the saying goes, give honor to whom honor is due, give reward to whom reward is due. It's beautiful to see that the Ministry of Sport, Youth and Sport have taken this initiative to award and reward our athletes who have done us proud at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. It's just following. I loved what the governor of Rivers State did with Rivers United when they won. He dispatched them $20,000. He gave them preseason in Real Madrid. Beautiful things to see. It's good to reward those who do things right, who do things perfectly. And here, our government have done beautiful. And I just hope that as the medals keep coming, they reward others too. And they keep flowing this light, and beautiful things will come out of this competition. I tell you, beautiful things.
I mean, that's kudos to the Ministry of Sport for that. And I mean, for those other medal hopefuls who are hoping to, I mean, it can only get better. And then your colleagues have been rewarded. So I'm sure as more medals come in, they too will get their rewards. Now that's that for the Commonwealth. Now we'll go straight to what a lot of football-loving Nigerians have been waiting for: the resumption of the 2022-2023 EPL season, and it gets down today, this evening. I mean, first match of the day will be Crystal Palace hosting Arsenal in that one at Selhurst Park. Today, let's take a look at the fixtures. Cosmos, I'm sure you are pretty excited. The Premier League is back. Not just the Premier League, at least from next week, other leagues across Europe too will be back. But I mean, the Premier League is back, and I mean, all football lovers can't even wait.
My God, I've been licking my lips, waiting for this week, because it has been the week of weeks, waiting long, weekends without football, without nothing, dry weekends, boring weekends. But alas, our football is back, and we can only just sit down on our seats and just watch and as things of food with Arsenal and Crystal Palace tonight. Beautiful. I can't just wait for this evening to go. So I can just sit down in my cushion and just watch as Ateta and Vieira lock horns at Selhurst Park this evening. Because last season we saw Arsenal and Brentford at the Brentford Community Stadium and the first match, when it was just banter after the match for Arsenal, because after the splashing over £100 million on buying players last season, after they bought Tomiyasu and the likes, Ben White, and they still lost their first match of the season. So I would love to see what will come out of this match. I absolutely want to see what's come out of this match. And following tomorrow, Liverpool, Fulham, and other fixtures. I just want to see what's. I can't just wait. Honestly, I can't wait.
Of course, for other fixtures, it'll be Fulham, Liverpool, early kickoff tomorrow. Bournemouth will be at home to Aston Villa. For Leeds United, who escaped relegation, I'm sure they'll be hoping to do better this time around as they welcome Wolves. Newcastle, fresh money Newcastle. But Newcastle, one would have expected that they'll be very busy in the transfer window with the kind of money they have in the club now, but they haven't really been. Activity has been quite low. But some have said in January they were quite busy. But people would have expected that by this period they would have done more business out there.
Well, what I'm feeling like Newcastle is doing here, they are going for the right player. They're not just going to buy players. They're just going for the right one. They've bought Sven Botman from Lille. Yeah. They are actually looking to acquire the services of, what's his name, Madison from Leicester City. Yeah. So I feel like they are looking for the right positions, the right players, and at the right time. I feel like when the time is right, the kind of players they will bring in, my God, I'm not ready for what West Ham, Newcastle is bringing to the league. Of course,
they'll be welcoming Nottingham Forest, new boys who have Nigeria's own Taiwo. I won in that one, so that will be one to look out for. Then Spurs, Southampton Spurs too. I think Spurs did a bit.
They've been ruthless in this transfer.
They have been, and we'll see what they have to offer against Southampton. Well, for Everton, Chelsea, recall he had to take Everton to defeat, that 1-0 defeat over Chelsea to ensure that they stay in the Premier League, and they're opening this campaign against Chelsea once again.
Well, we've seen how Everton have panned out, like end of last season, how Iwobi just picked form all of a sudden and helped his team, Lampard's team, to stay in the Premier League this season. Well, for Chelsea, we've seen that they've just been here and there in this transfer market.
Not fantastic so far.
But
just
they've actually announced
Cucurella,
earlier today.
Today,
I would say that Chelsea. Watch out to see what they bring for us this season, but I don't see Chelsea in top 4. I don't know. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about
a lot of people, a lot of Chelsea fans, if you speak to them, a lot of them are really concerned about the Chelsea front line because you can't really point out
who is the star man there.
Who is the star man?
Exactly.
Someone up front who will really get the goals because Lukaku is out. Timo Werner is angling for a move. And last season, we saw a greater part of the season, Kai Havertz was used as a false nine.
Exactly.
Whether he was effective or not, that I don't know. But do you really think Chelsea has what it takes to go all the way this season?
I don't think so at all. I don't think so because bringing in Sterling, we've seen that in Sterling, in a team like Manchester City, he gets loads and loads of opportunities because Manchester City is a team that creates
chances,
a lot of chances in matches, and he misses a lot. You can imagine they create chances for him, and he's able to score just 3 or 4. You see, so we'll see what Chelsea brings because, like I said, I don't see Chelsea finishing in top 4 this season at all. Let's see how.
Yeah, the transfer window is still very much on and alive. So let's see. Of course, on Sunday, it'll be Leicester, Brentford, United, Brighton, West Ham City. Well, also for United, you could say maybe play has improved, but they don't forget that 9 players left United this season. United have been able to bring in just 3 players.
And my brother, the thing is that it's so appalling to see because we would be seeing the same set of players from last season, this season, because Manchester United's major problem last season was the midfield, and they've not, apart from Christian Eriksen, they've not really done work in the midfield. I think for Ten Hag, he just wants De Jong. In an interview, he said just De Jong or nobody else. If De Jong does not come, he works with what he has. But I'm feeling like Manchester United this season is just going to be another long season for Manchester United fans, another very long season because I don't see them competing against the likes of Manchester City or Liverpool this season, or even Arsenal, because Arsenal, throughout their preseason, they were on fire.
But the only bright side of it is having a new coach who understands
exactly
how the game is played, because I think the bringing in of Ragnick towards the end of the season was a complete disaster, if you ask me, for United.
Complete mess, because we had expectations from him, following the fact that I said he's a game person, master of game person, and we wanted to see this play out. But in the end, it was just all about his press conference and not bringing in the good game we expected him to do. But we hope to see what Erik Ten Hag brings to the table. Following from the preseason games and matches, we've seen a massive change in the United style of play. We've seen their high pressing. We've seen players switch
and being able to create more chances.
Tactics, exactly. So we'll see what Man United will play against Brighton at the Old Trafford on Sunday.
Well, the last match for the match week 1 will be West Ham welcoming City at the London Stadium. Well, for Man City, not having, but I mean, Man City is still a very complete team. I mean, some have said the coming in of Haaland is not to, add anything special, but it's more like Man City doing a favor for Haaland.
Haaland coming into City, I'll take it as adding icing on the cake, because they have a perfect team. Foden, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne. Haaland just needs to stand and just score goals because the kind of balls he receives, the kind of chances they will create for him, my God, he should be able to score like 30 goals this season. I'm seeing. So we'll see how the season plans out.
All right, so that's that for the Premier League. So we'll keep an eye on all of these games during the weekend. Of course, Team Nigeria will be in action later today in the course of the weekend. Tomorrow, 100 meters hurdles finals comes up, and we'll give you a complete review of all the sporting events as they pan out this weekend. Hopefully on Monday. Cosmos, once again, thank you for spending the last 30 plus minutes in the studio with me talking sports today.
It was an absolute pleasure always to talk about sports, and I'm really delighted to be here always. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
All right, viewers, until we come your way again with another exciting and more refreshing episode of Sports Orbit. Stay safe out there. My name is Afa Acho, and have a lovely weekend.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.